got the porterhouse, macaroni, Brussels sprouts. Why did it leave me? So now I gotta figure this out because I'm not paying no bill.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst dates I can find, and like always, what your favorite clip will be at the end. But in this first one, it is absolutely wild. This woman got ghosted during this date for being a catfish.
Okay, wait, I'm so pissed off. I just got home from a date. The guy walked out literally 10 minutes into our date because I think I'm right, and clearly he thinks that he's right. So we matched on Hinge, and I have really good photos of myself on Hinge. A few of them are AI generated. They look exactly like me. While we were out on our coffee / walking date, within like the first 15 minutes, he asked me where one of my photos was taken. I'm not a liar, so I said that it was an AI generated photo. And he said, yeah, I don't think we're a match. And he left. He left. That seems so dramatic to me. And also, like, everyone is using AI generated photos. If they look like you, who cares? The ones I use with Dream Month look exactly like me. They're not like the crappy ChatGPT ones. So what is the difference? Who cares? I don't know.
Yeah, what she is saying makes absolutely no sense. If you really do look exactly like your AI photo, then why don't you just use your real pictures? Oh, right. That's because you don't look like your AI photos. Because your AI photos makes you look prettier. It's the same thing as using a filter.
One thing being a single mom taught me is that I will never date a guy who has kids of his own. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for saying that. But if you're a single mom, like, you know exactly what I mean. If you know, you know.
You know, it's pretty interesting when you just see someone who just lacks self-awareness, to the point where she actually believes she's the exception to the rule that she's pretty much making. Men look at single mothers just like this.
Just went on a date. I thought it was going well. Talked nonstop. Not me, back and forth for over an hour. And then all of a sudden he had to take a call from a client. And he never came back. And I got stuck with a $90 tab for his beers and pizza. So, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. 4B movement all the
Yeah, that's just absolutely unacceptable. I'm not gonna agree with what she said about how she agrees with the 4B movement, but hey, this is actually what a lot of men experience on a daily basis, I would say. However, shame on this guy for doing this.
I think that women are just as tough as men. I think that...
Yeah, I would say maybe emotionally just as tough, but not physically as tough. There's a reason...
so you're saying that women wouldn't be able to play in a sport with a man because it's not safe for the woman to play.
Do women get drafted in the military?
No, but they go to the military.
I know, but why don't they get drafted? And why do guys get drafted and women
do we even
don't?
still do the draft?
I'm saying, yeah, the draft is still. We all have to register for the draft.
Okay, well, first of all, I think.
Why don't women
first of all, I think that no one should be able to. No one should have to register for the draft. But second of all,
why do men get drafted and not women?
Because I think back when the draft was like being used heavily, I think that it was very sexist and men viewed women not as strong. And I think that that's pretty horrible because women are just as strong as men. And
you're talking about physically just as strong?
Physically and mentally, yeah. You can disagree with me here, but if you're a woman going into the military...
Are there some women that are physically stronger than a man? Yes, but on average. I'm talking about on average. Men are much stronger than women.
I still would disagree with that sometimes.
Be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Yeah, disagreeing with facts is absolutely crazy. We have more than enough studies to prove this, but also I would never want my daughter to date a man like this. Like, imagine if a burglar comes in her house and then her husband starts telling her, hey babe, go take care of that, you're stronger than me. Also, I really just do think this guy is making this opinion because he thinks other women will find him more attractive. You're not gonna get any game, bro, trust me.
You wanna know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
You have 222 tatted on the back of your ear, and his birthday's February 2nd, 2002.
My birthday's March 14th, 2006, bro.
Murphy one-on-one, Jacob Murphy to win it. Oh,
Yeah, some men just suck at spitting game. Some say it's a skill. I think you just gotta be decently smart.
It's a matrix of like finding a woman. You only get to pick two. So you've got the triangle. You've got hot at the top. Yep. You've got sane, and then you've got single. If she's hot and she's sane, she's definitely not single. If she's hot and she's single, she's definitely not sane. And if she's sane and she's single, well, she's definitely not hot.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say.
The sad part about this clip is it's 100% true. If you got someone with all three though, hold on to them tightly.
Ladies, today's challenge, you will walk up to the table and take accountability. There's no time limit. The first person to do it takes home $100,000. Are you ladies ready? So
yeah, rumor has it these women actually left with nothing, and they both lost.
Money is great, right? It's very, very important. And there's a lot of things about a man in general that are very important. But for me, I think it's about chemistry and it's about trust. I think that a lot of people get married at our age. Like, I'm 33. I don't know how old everybody is on the panel, but I think everybody in here is in a similar age. I think that a lot of people get married and then they end up hating who they marry in like 5 years, like so quickly. And so I think that it's important to be friends with them first, to be in a position where you feel like, okay, if I'm in a hard position, like this person is going to have my back, you know? Or like they're going to at least have grace with me, patience with me, and we can get through this together, and you see that. And that's so much more important than how much money they have.
I definitely,
love money. I do. There's things that are way more important.
This woman's 100% right. However, I can still promise you, even after saying this and all the women cheering in the audience, there's still gonna be a lot of them pursuing men for money, for how tall he is, or what kind of car he drives.
I like to offer this perspective for you. Instead of encouraging people to delude themselves into thinking that they're 10s and there's no room for growth, I would say my personal mindset is, even though I can be objective about the way that I look, it's not everything to me. You can be happy with or indifferent to your appearance, even though you're objectively not a 10. You can also recognize that there are more important things than appearance. For example, I do want to be attractive to my husband, so I go to the gym, I eat healthy so that I am, but there's more than just my attraction that I have to offer to my husband.
Yeah.
So do you agree that that's a better mindset to have instead of deluding yourself into believing you're a 10?
Yes, but also like you should just like yourself enough that you think.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I said that I'm not a 10.
Yeah,
I, in fact, said I was a 6. However, I like myself. There's room for growth, and I will do things to grow, even with my appearance, and my appearance is not the most important thing. I would argue that that is a much better, much healthier mindset than just deluding yourself into believing you're a 10. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So have I changed your opinion?
No.
Now, this is exactly what's wrong with thinking you're a 10 or dealing with women who think they're 10s. It is not because they're wrong, but the issue lies with their mindset afterwards. There is no self-improvement at all. As this woman said, she goes to the gym, she eats healthy, and she also brings feminist values to the table. But when a woman thinks she's a 10, she's not gonna do any of that, and she's just gonna be super entitled, thinking she still deserves someone who treats her right.
Women called gold diggers, but there's not a name for men who only date attractive women.
Yes, there is. It's called normal, because dating someone that you find attractive is normal. Any man or woman dating someone that they don't find attractive and they have other reasons for dating them will have their own special term. Like a gold digger. It's pretty straightforward. Why would you date someone that you don't find attractive? Ew.
This woman really thought a natural feeling like looks and attraction is in the same ballpark as going for someone with a lot of money. One is a natural feeling, and one is a deliberate choice you're making because, well, you're broke.
What experience you had in the bedroom?
2 brothers at the same time.
Yeah?
Yeah. And only one maybe come.
Hey! Hey!
Where's your dad? Where's your mom? Where is your family?
Medium rare. And I wanted to ask, instead of the egg de ragu, can I get the baby broccoli instead?
Yeah, brother, run. Unless she's like a native speaker and doesn't understand English, this is 100% a red flag.
I was faking it. Stop telling people that you got it like that.
Still hit. He still hit. Still be doing these. You still gave him awesome jawsome. You still gave him maximum lickage. He won.
Yeah, still hit will always be the best counter argument for anything a woman says. Oh, you're broke. So what? Still hit. You lasted 2 seconds. So what? Still hit. Like, you can't say anything.
For tonight, I just appreciate how sweet and kind you were and how open you were as well.
Dumb.
Yeah, I definitely don't take that lightly.
Did she say dumb?
Was short. I know that there's so much depth in you, and so yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you overall. And yes, so I'm actually about to get gas right now, but I would love to come over and hang out in the hot tub and then have some alone time with you, of course. Yeah, so I actually need $1,000. Sister with their rent. The rent's actually lovely, so there's like a 3-day grace period that they have. So I was either gonna hopefully make it with you or go to work like, you know, either tonight or Monday. But yeah, I would rather make that with you. So let me know if you can help me with that. And then in return, we can do like oral. I can dance for you, give you a massage, and I'll definitely get you off. So don't worry. It's just, you know, my boundary is no sex due to spiritual reasons, which
Spiritual reasons.
when I see you.
Now, what's even more insane is the fact that this woman was confident enough to send this. What does that mean, though? That means the guy who received it most likely did something or gave her something where she thought this was normal to say. Yes, this is absolutely hilarious. This is more like a business transaction or a street work transaction, but sorry to say your buddy ain't off the hook either.
Go stand by it.
Get out my car! Get out of that!
Ma'am, I need your registration and insurance if you want me to do this report, correct?
Help me out, I need help.
Can you? Ma'am, listen, please, Christ.
Your kid's ugly too.
Listen.
Y'all all ugly. That ugly, your kid's ugly, y'all all ugly.
That way.
Get off of me.
Next step is going to be jail.
Leave me alone, ugly.
I hear you. But she's literally out of her mind.
Go to Mexico. Look where you live at. Look where your house. I'm gonna get
This cop got way too much patience. She needs to be in handcuffs immediately and sent to jail. Absolutely unacceptable.
That get laid and interviewing the men that have been screwed by divorce has made me had a completely different point of view of women. Because what I found out was that the guys that get screwed over in divorce tend to be the simp category, where they think women are these awesome angels. They could never do no wrong. All you have to do is find a good woman and treat her well, and you'll have a good life. And those are the ones that I just saw getting screwed over in divorce. It wasn't the rich guys. It wasn't the incels. It was the traditional men that wanted to get married semi-young, usually in their 20s, and have a good life.
Now, I do feel like a lot of people use the word simp incorrectly, and this is a good case of it. A man is not a simp, all because he thought he could marry someone without any prenup. He was lied to by society about the concept of marriage and how women are. The real simps are the ones who see red flags and still decide to pursue them.
You bought your own house and now you have your girl paying rent towards your mortgage, and in the end you break up. So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I was gonna scroll on until she said that part at the end about breaking up. While in a relationship, you should never make any decisions with the assumption that you might break up, with maybe a couple exceptions. She says she would not pay rent if she moved in with her man who owned the home. Because why would she help him pay his mortgage that he already had? You were paying someone else's mortgage before you moved in with him, whether it be yours or whoever you're renting from. So why not help alleviate the financial burden that either A, helps to pay off the home quicker, or frees up more of his funds for other things? I've truly never understood this way of thinking that, like, they own the home, so why would I pay rent? I mean, if your arrangement is that they completely support you, then this isn't even a topic, so that doesn't count here. I could see a world where you don't contribute to the mortgage, but maybe you pay the bills. But if you're talking about moving in with someone, and this is the way they think, it's a red flag and you should run.
Yeah, there's actually a clip I showed you guys in yesterday's video where a woman ended up using her boyfriend dry for pretty much getting princess treatment at his house, not working a job, not contributing to any bills at all, and then ended up cheating on him with someone else. What did that man benefit? Nothing. Don't start paying for anyone's bills or responsibilities unless that's your wife.
Sign, she's a freak. Number one, she's into astrology. If she ever asks you your sign, or when your birthday is, or what time you was born, she finna turn you out. She finna put that water park super soaker guac guac 3000 on you. She probably already knows everything about you. Where you live, where you work, and who your mama is. Number two, she's jealous. She shows any sign of jealousy in the beginning stages. She's dragging you through the mud.
Yeah, 100% true, especially the Zodiac one. Those women end up always being the freakiest.
G'day folks. So I've just got this comment from Haley saying you're old, you're ugly, you're not funny, get off the internet. Wow, that hurts. So I've looked Haley up. I've done a bit of research on Haley, looked her up. Turns out that Haley's actually a beautician, okay, at a spa resort, which actually isn't too far from here, not far down the road. So I've just jumped on the website and had a bit of a look at the spa. And it turns out it's one of these spas that does everything, you know, massage, remedial massage, relaxation, haircuts, the whole kit and caboodle. They do the lot. So I rang the spa up and I got a hold of the manager and I asked if I could actually request a certain beautician to do it. She said, yeah, that's fine. So I've requested Haley. I've made a booking. Guess what, Haley? Tomorrow you're going to be waxing my back and back, love. You might not think I'm funny, but I think that's going to be Hilarious. Oh, you better do a good job too, because I will be leaving a review on your website. Oh, revenge is great.
Now this is absolutely hilarious and honestly a pretty funny revenge tactic. However, brother, I would definitely watch out as she gets closer to the bottom area because you have to have a lot of trust with her if she's handling such sensitive things.
Said, well, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And then I said, how hard can it be? Boys do it. And that time it hit me in my chest and I was like, oh my God, that is so real. That is so real. It's just too real. So how hard can it be? Boys do it.
It says ladies free all night.
Yeah, I know we all see that bulge and honestly, this is absolutely horrific and disgusting.
Should a crazy animal missing its frontal lobe be allowed to vote?
No.
Then why do we keep allowing women to vote?
Well, the Constitution demands it.
Yeah, but they're fucking with the Constitution anyways, and that wasn't part of the OG version.
Do you think women have great reverence for the Constitution?
No. I don't think they have
What's your basis for that view?
I don't think they have great reverence for 2 + 4.
And why is that?
They might give you the answer and they might tell you 5. Knowing the answer is 6, but just to say 5 to get you, to make a problem.
No, I appreciate that dynamic.
You almost said you agree.
I said I appreciate the dynamic.
Now I would love to take this clip seriously and refute some of the things he was saying, but I just couldn't pay attention because there's literally a guy on the bottom laying down in the chair. Why?
So what's your first word that comes to mind when you look at me?
Betty! Beautiful.
Thank you, okay. And
Betty.
oh, he said baddie, all right.
Yeah, I don't think these guys actually meant that. They just wanted to have a peaceful night and not deal with the fat woman yelling at them.
Yo, what you got this nigga over here for?
Because it's my kid's father.
Kid's father? What you mean? Why you got this nigga here? Why you need to be here?
Because he's supposed to know where his kids live. Like, why can't he know? Why he can't know?
He can know where he live. He can know where his kid live, but why he here though? Why he here?
Because he
at
came
my
to
house.
see his kids. He came to see me and the kids. Let's be technical.
Yeah, we got kids together. We got this nigga pulled up in my driveway like this nigga paying bills, like this nigga live here.
I live here. His kids live here. So he have every right to be here. So what are you mad for recording?
We just talking about the kids, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that you ain't even gotta have the phone. Bro, I'm not even really talking to you. You know we don't get along. You know me and this nigga don't get along. Okay, so why you here you the problem, bro. Why you here? I'm the problem. You the problem, bro. Yo, you already it's a reason why you and her ain't still together. We got kids together.
Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna disagree with this take, but I think the guy who's recording is at fault. Bro, you signed up for this lifestyle the moment you decided to date a single mother. You knew that this man was still gonna be in her life, and he's still gonna have a part to play with her kids, but you still decided to date her. Like, this man is complaining about this, but you won't leave when you should be leaving.
Yeah, so why does man take me out on a date, right?
Oh, I love it when somebody gets a chance at love. Let's see how her date went.
And then here I am thinking, okay, I'm gonna just order the most expensive shit on the menu, which is what I did.
Now, why would you do that?
I got the porterhouse, macaroni, and Brussels sprouts. Why the motherfucker up and leave me?
He left? Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised.
So now I gotta figure this out because I'm not paying no high-ass bill.
So let me get this straight just to run it back. A man asked this woman out on a date. She gets on the date and she orders the most expensive items on the menu. Somewhere in the date, something went awry and he excuses himself and never comes back and leaves her stuck with the bill. And it looked like he enjoyed his meal. Ladies, these men can spot a mile away when you are trying to use them. Not to say that she couldn't afford to pay for it, but she is definitely trying to figure out how she gonna pay now that he is gone. If you are not dating with the intent of being in a relationship and making a genuine connection, leave these men alone because you are messing up somebody's husband before they can align with their wife.
Yeah, this definitely was not this woman's first time doing this, but I can promise you it was definitely her last. And this is once again exactly why men are first off done with dating, but specifically done with paying for a woman's food. Because some women will literally go on dates with the intention of trying to rip off that man, not caring about trying to get to know him, but just trying to get a free meal because, well, they're dirt broke. And it's so obvious to see a sign when a woman is using you, when she's ordering expensive things, she's being either late, she's on her phone, and she doesn't even seem interested in you. Thank God that man left. And it's pretty hilarious how this woman decided to record the date when she was completely in the wrong. You just humiliated yourself. But that is just my opinion though, guys, because that does wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It does much you know a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.